Hello everybody. Today we have a big Asian, maybe especially in Korea, holiday for an Asian Thanksgiving Day. It's called Chuseok in Korea. Normally in this Thanksgiving time, everybody appreciate and also having some service in church. Same as the foreign people doing service. In Korea we do service for ancestors, and we come together for hometown and greetings together to celebrate and to appreciate for all the result we made. Today I would like to show you something different event, because nowadays the Thanksgiving has not only the meaning of fruit or food, but also the technology. So this is some example we have from Google. As you see here, a huge people coming to listen the new news from Google. This is keynote speaker from the CEO of Google about the new technology. Everybody watching this, listening the message from something technology side. What is the technology news we have from Microsoft? What is the news from Apple, Google? A lot of technology related thing is surprisingly making us so happily. This is we never imagined really happening in my life actually. And 10 years ago nobody expected this world may come true. And now they are announcing new iOS system, especially this time. Many interesting things is announced. One of the interesting thing is this home speaker. It's an intelligent home service interface. So you don't need any computer to type text to make a question. This one you just ask them, not only asking information but also asking service, like reservation of maybe hotel or a reservation of airplane, and all the dinner, restaurant. Every information which Google has, they can really make the life in real. So imagine now we have a really nice the real-time voice translation. So we can communicate by any language to ask this one to get the information from Google database. So it reminds me that the Bible is talking about the Babel Tower. I don't know how to translate the Babel, but in Korea we just say Babel. So Babel Tower, because the people trying to reach the highest position to communicate with the God, and they make all the people separate to speak in different language. Some reason now Google trying to make every people trying to make the language barrier solving, which is the automatic translation. And even soon we will have a real-time translation, so maybe we don't need to speak English. Like now, I spend huge time to learn English by myself. But actually, my strange English pronunciation is now maybe can be fixed by this Google technology. Anyway, such a thing, home assistant system will control everything what you should do. So all the IoT technology will integrate to turn off, turn on, car, driving, heating, everything is possible by this voice communication system soon. Such kind of dramatic technology improvement is happening every month, not every 10 years, not every 100 years. The history book, previous time we always talking about 500 years old, 400 years story. But now the speed of technology is so fast. So I would thanks to this technology for us to enjoy now. The life we are communicating now with all the people around the world is unbelievably beautiful. The thing I am trying to bring here is how Tarim can contribute this in this part. Even Tarim is very small company. I would say Tarim did also some small contribution for this information countries. The way I'm showing is very new. It looks like a virtual studio everybody has, but there are big difference between Tarim VROffice and other people. most of the virtual studio they made for professional broadcasting peoples. Now if you look at broadcast station, how many broadcast station actually make a content? What's the production cost they made? Now everybody doing live broadcast in the Facebook, just clicking camera, they can connect to every world, everybody can watch. But there are some limitation for broadcasting, as like we are doing now. The presentation broadcasting is really need always very nice background, very nice studio to make people more comfortable. I cannot tell this is the best, but I want to make something very easy tools for you to change. For example, to create studio, you have no Photoshop designer, you have no 3D Studio Max designer, but we provide you all the tools for you to immediately change your studio. For example, I create this studio within several minutes. For example, let's try to open screen and I want to show you what I am doing there. So this is the screen where I am working. So this VROffice providing every tools, every content, every information on your screen, bring to the virtual screen on your virtual electric whiteboard, where you can show many video, picture, camera, everything you can bring here. And then you can change the screen even starting from the studio design. So let me show you very simply how we change the studio. For example, now the background, the moon, I want to change. So if you go to here and in program setting, to show you, I can make it bigger. And here we have moon here. So instead of small moon, I can make a big moon and see how it looks like. So big moon is coming here, and something strangely multiple moon is moving because we make automatic moving there. Anyway, this is the way how we make a moon. So one moon moving from here to there, another moon we can show that way. And after that, something animating happening by controlling scrolling, or if you want to make a moon rising, you can go different way, like this way. Anyway, I'm trying to show you what we can do here. So once we have some animation here, or we can make a small moon or a big moon, doesn't matter because I have only 2 pictures in my hand. You can download many pictures and you can replace this. Anyway, this kind of moon, I would say moon is moving. I think this is not the moon, this looks like Earth, but let's say this is moon. After that, we can actually make it a little bit dark or bright. So this is completely dark, this is slightly big, and also you can make a color slightly change like this. After that, we can come back to another scene. Or let's try to make a city like this, then it looks like a city from there. We can make the sky like this. So anything, whatever you do, is very simple. Whenever you try to make some picture here, if you select something, this one, that one, whatever, it changed a completely different atmosphere there. So I just make a background change using maybe some moon we can make, or some moon like this. After that, what we can do here is changing wall. So we can go here, just moving there, and then let's say wall, we have many different walls. I can make this kind of wall, or this kind of wall very easily. So it looks like a fully transparent wall in outside. So after that, what we can do here is I just put some of the background using some Korean style of pictures, and then there I can make something like this way. You see the picture with the wall, so I can move this one up slightly to make it more higher. Then you can see there's a real wall in outside where all the children is playing, and then the moon is showing in the background. That kind of special technique we make. Of course you can make a 3D change whatever you want, and of course you can make a different color if you want, slightly here. So changing the background is easily make something different like this way. So all this process you can do by yourself. Of course you can change the desk with a different color as I mentioned, like that way, or you immediately change the desk like that way. So all this one is straightforward. If you want to make a camera slightly farther, you don't need to change real camera where I just showing the camera view there. But only you have to do is just the virtual camera movement, which is we invented year 2004. Everybody's surprised that trackless control is really made from our technology. All the technology we made for Virtual Studio, we are kind of historical technology providing for this smart world. Now even there are a lot of technology happening, like Google trying to make a VR technology for the let's say VR education. So they make a VR glass, they can see all the virtual trip or field trip. You can make any place from there to here. They don't have to bring their heavy body to that place, but they can bring the camera view to their virtual 360-degree cameras. This the Oculus, the technology provided, initiated by Oculus, and as you know, the Facebook invested huge money. Everybody thinking this technology is not very special, but why they put such a big money? But actually, that money investment makes the whole people changing, whole people thinking that way of video creation. I think that's a great contribution for such a things. Anyway, what I'm doing now is changing content, so we can show the content there. So I can show the video. I'm trying to use the camera. We have a green. This is also just fabric I invented to make a very easy portable to create studio, because this is the biggest limitation to create studio. Once you make a chroma key, immediately you have this kind of environment where you can show something like that way. Anyway, I have Photoshop, like the Facebook, where I can show what I did last year. Last 2 years, for example. Now we have a virtual presentation everywhere. I invite many famous people. I didn't know who is so famous people, but later I recognize all the people is so important people for e-learning industry. So I make something like that kind of real presentation. The presenter here, but the virtual presentation, as I'm doing now, is showing there. The technology there, iStudio 240 and 340 is really innovative things, much more function I'm doing, they can have. Anyway, this is a beautiful picture we make as a background change. Everybody is doing something. This is another technology I show in Korea e-learning conference. This is a world first remote presentation. What I'm trying to show here is the presenter don't have to come to this conference area. He do presentation from France. They watch this video from Korea. Even they can make a bidirectional question and answer by Skype. You know, the Skype is working everywhere. What he is doing is he's using iStudio 340, and then they can make this one live video through Skype or Hangout, and these people can feedback by the camera on this notebook camera. So they can make a bidirectional communication even he's doing presentation remotely. What I am trying to prove is using that in Virtual Studio technology, like I'm doing VROffice technology, which means you can put this one in any office. The iStudio we made, VStudio we made, is for studio. They make something like a studio. The lighting there, green screen there, everything. But what I'm trying now is to make a much easier solution for your office. We don't have to make a very complicated one, only for scene. Just using mouse, you can point out this, draw, make a bigger, smaller. Everything is operating by the mouse, which is our another patent. Several years ago, we make iStudio and make everything pointer. Now there is no pointers. I will show how the pointer is showing. Very simply, you can make a pointer. Then I can bring the pointer there, so you can use this pointer for pointing, not only drawing, but now you have a pointer like this way. So that way we can create everything very professionally. So we make a virtual electric whiteboard where you can show all the content you have from notebook, from camera, from content in your computers, files, everything you can bring here. So you can make immediate presentation, much convenient than any electric board in the classroom. So that way, we really make real-time presentation tools for any person make a professional studio, and then any person make a live presentation by themselves. That way they can really create something very beautiful environment by themselves. Now the red color is a little bit strong, so anyway we can make something different way like that way, or something like this way. Okay, so this is the technique we are bringing for this smart world. Even Google, Microsoft, Samsung, Cisco, everybody doing for connected world. But still there's a one limitation, that the teacher or presenting people has to have some different technology for them to make a real-time presentation for smart world. After that, all the knowledge you have, all the information people has can be easily recorded, which is really almost better than live presentation in front of audience. You don't have to go audience, you can do remotely, and also you can do by video. That's the basic philosophy the flip learning claiming now. I really appreciate all the technology we are sharing, and also I really thanks to God or ancestor that we have this world. We are all together working to create something more closer world, more small world, where we can share our culture and happiness and friendship. Thank you very much for listening my strange English. Thank you very much. Bye.